you all this morning, and in case you don't know, in case you haven't been watching the show, I'm Nancy Kaysen. I have a little gift shop downtown called The Red Ribbon. Come by and see me. I'm going to take next week off from the shop. Yay, is right. Co-hosting Renee Beatty.
Retired.
There you go, retired. And then we have Mary Ballard over here with her friend Nash, who is absolutely fantastic, folks. And he is ready to be adopted at the shelter. So,
yes, he's
Mary,
past ready.
He's past ready, and we don't like these past readies, folks.
No.
So tell us a little bit about Nash, Mary.
Okay, Nash is dog number 1732. His date out was 6/4, which means that he's about 23 days now past his due out date.
He's been at the shelter over a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saved because he had an adopter, but the adopter fell through yesterday. He's about 2 years old. He was found on Weiss Road, and he is probably about 80% Labrador Retriever. He has.
He is the cutest thing.
And you all know how the dogs love
He's
to get in
usually
for
really
days left.
calm. It's just these treats
likes
that has
treats.
him all stirred up. And then when I run out of treats, I think he'll be more calm.
Yeah.
And they like to climb on Renee anyway.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
know
do.
that.
And Renee likes him to
But,
climb on her.
and she does.
And
Now-
he loves to give kisses, big
Yes, he
time.
does.
Loves
Yes,
kisses.
he does.
I'm
We've
just gonna
been
let
through
him
that.
have the bag.
And
Just been groomed too.
yes,
by
and he has
Yes.
been.
pampered
But
pets.
he is part lab, folks, and he does have the webbed feet. So those of you that live on the river, have a little lake in your backyard or something, and want a dog that will jump in there and run the ducks off or whatever,
Yep.
I
he
think
would
he's
be a
sponsored
great
too,
one.
isn't
He is sponsored.
He is
sponsored.
sponsored.
He is
Yes.
sponsored.
So that means that
Yes.
if I go to get him, I don't pay the $50.
That's
the $50
right.
has already been paid.
That's right. Someone else has already sponsored him, paid the $50 for his adoption fee, and the adoption fee will cover his neutering and his first rounds of shots, including his rabies and
a round of worming.
round of
manicure,
worming also.
3.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
normally when Mary picks these up in the morning and she brings them in here, sometimes they don't smell really, really good because they've been in a kennel, maybe with
That's
two
right.
other dogs. But Nash smells pretty good. So Mary, how come he smells so good?
He's even still a little damp.
Is
Nat,
he?
he
Yeah,
is.
he smells
He's
good,
just
yeah.
a little bit damp because we were in a hurry to get here, and he was bathed and groomed. His nails were clipped and everything by Melissa at Pampered Pets and Portraits. She did a great job on him. They're really wonderful down there. They're good to the dogs.
Yes.
They have a great little clean place. Everything is really great.
He really
And they're
likes
all
those
spring
treats.
place.
Yes, he does. Those look like pigs in a blanket. What is it that we're giving him?
I don't know, but it's not what I usually get. You
No,
know,
I know
try,
it.
I try to usually get the healthy treats, but these
You
are.
usually get that smelly salmon.
Yeah. That's right.
awful.
But these are in the red box.
Okay, well,
They do look like
Nash
pigs
does
in a
like 'em.
blanket.
So
Oh yeah.
They're dry
So-
and crunchy.
now, did
Yep,
you
they're
tell
dry
me
and
that the girls also will groom cats?
Yes, they groom cats also, which is yeah.
That's almost a misnomer, isn't it? Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
but
Have you ever tried to bathe the cat?
no, yes, and I don't never need to do it again. That's one of those things. Some things, if you do them and you like them, you do them again and again.
Right.
Bathing a cat, I did once. I don't ever have to do that again.
And Melissa,
Check that off the list.
Melissa has volunteered to do that every week for us, and she does not charge a fee at all to do
Oh,
this.
how
so
wonderful!
How
that's
wonderful.
really,
How
really good.
wonderful, Nash,
Okay.
honey! I think you just about
And
emptied that bag.
she's also a sponsor sometimes for dogs that are urgent.
Off the stage.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is there
Went
another
under the
treat?
chair.
It's under the chair.
Let's see.
All right,
There
now
might be some
let's
crumbs in
let's
there.
get serious here. This
Yes.
is a wonderful dog, folks.
Yes.
Honest to goodness,
Yes, he
if you have
is.
some 6, 7, 8-year-old children, especially boys, this would be an absolutely wonderful pet.
And he's great.
already sponsored, so you don't have to pay anything. You
He's-
just call and say I want him. They'll take him to the vet, get him neutered, and get his shots, and get him first round of worm
And
pills.
he's great with
then-
other dogs
He's
too.
great with
Okay,
other dogs.
all
The
right.
dogs, there were several other dogs there, and they were all running around, and he was just wanting to play with them. They were barking at him, but I did not hear him bark not one time while we were there.
Oh, goodness.
Or
Okay.
yet to hear him bark at
All
me.
right, now let's tell, in
Okay,
case you
they're
all
all
have
fine now.
not seen us before and talked about the shelter, let's talk about, tell us where the shelter's located.
The shelter is at Hill Street, and the address there is 360 Hill Street. It's on Inman Street going out of town toward Polk County. The sign is obscured right now.
By mimosa branch.
By
I
mimosa
asked-
branches.
I
I
asked
saw
him
that
yesterday
today.
to
Yes.
cut that.
Okay, all right.
And we need to have that cut because people need to people need to know that they're there. But if you see the place where they do the crushing of
The metal
recycling place,
Yeah.
turn down that street and they're right back there on the right-hand side.
Yes.
That's at 360 Hill Street. The phone number is 479-2122 if you want to call and adopt a dog. Check on your dog if it's there. This dog was found on Weiss Road. So someone's lost a really great dog.
They have, they
And-
really have.
There
And
were
the Cleveland for a No-Kill.
Cleveland for a No-Kill
number.
City's number
Yes.
is 464-6070. That's,
Excuse you, Nash.
that's
He's doing work
46
on his manners.
I'm sorry, that's 464-6070. And if you want to adopt any of the dogs, if you go to the Facebook page and look at the dogs and they're urgent there, please call and put them on the safe list
Yes.
for that night, or else they could be euthanized.
And we have bad news.
We have bad news.
People, everyone is turning in their dogs. Spay and neuter your dogs. 8 dogs were killed this morning.
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning because of overcrowding. And a lot of people are turning their dogs in. People from the county who the animal
Trying to
control-
make that deadline.
trying to make the
Yes.
deadline, and their trucks are just, people
Yes.
are just lined up turning in their animals.
It's really
Because
sad there.
after July 1st, the city shelter will not accept county animals anymore. So because of that, 8 dogs lost their lives. And 8 wonderful dogs.
8 wonderful. There was not a vicious dog in the group either. They were
No.
all precious. They're. You can go to the
It's-
Facebook
yeah.
page. They are on there. They say "Rest in Peace" on them, and
Yeah.
look at those faces. I mean, it's really hard to look at those faces and not cry.
And I've told you all, I cannot go out to the shelter because I don't have enough money to rescue every dog out there at $50 a rescue. And so I did look at the Cleveland for No Kill Facebook page yesterday. And there are some absolutely adorable dogs on there. So folks, if you all are looking for a pet, instead of going to somewhere to one of these puppy factories or something like that,
Yes.
give it a shot. Just look. I mean, it may not be what you want. I mean, there are people who want little dogs, people want big dogs,
You
people want
sweetheart.
certain kind of dogs. And I know I'm kind of spoiled. We've always had Springer Spaniels. Right now we're dogless. And so probably what I would want, again, is a Springer. But
You have been tempted.
well,
I mean, admit
I have
it.
been
You
tempted. That one is great. That one would love it over at my house. He could just go right off
He
the,
would. He
get
would
right
jump
down
off
the
the dock.
riprap and be right there in the dock, and he could go fishing.
He
with
loved
Travis
his
and,
bath.
and doing everything. So he is a great dog, folks.
He's so
And
precious.
and you just need to go to the Facebook for Cleveland for a No Kill and look at some of these animals. Because they are wonderful. This is a great dog, and he smells pretty this morning.
Yes, he smells
Now-
so good.
now
We've
when-
got hair from the bath.
when Mary takes him back today, he probably won't smell that pretty this afternoon.
Oh, no.
But
He
he
won't smell as
smells
good
really
tomorrow.
pretty
Yes.
today. And all of
Also-
these people are volunteers, folks, and that's another thing we need.
We need volunteers. Yes, we have applications over at the Animal Control Office, and we need people to walk dogs. We need people to socialize the puppies. We need fosters. Fosters are the backbone of rescue.
I met one of the volunteers at Animal Control that Bernae has
Recruited?
recruited exactly. Ashley, she's really sweet. She was there walking dogs and
Yeah.
everything. She's just really wonderful.
And I've mentioned this to you because I know that Lee students, Cleveland State students, and the high school students need service hours.
Yes, they do.
And you can get these service hours by going out and volunteering at the shelter. It used to be called a pound. Now it's a shelter. We got dog hair.
Well,
just
actually,
growing
Yes, we
some of us still call it
I know,
a
it's still a
pound.
pound. But you can get your community service hours by going
Yes.
out there. And there's a form that you have to fill out. That a girl Renee. There's a form that you have to fill out. So stop by out there and I don't know, is that form online? Can you get that
No,
form?
it's not
No,
online
not
yet.
online.
We're working
Not
on
yet.
that.
Okay. Well, it takes a little while.
Yeah.
And so.
Too busy taking care of dogs right now.
And we always mention dogs, folks, but there's also cats out
Yes,
there.
there are cats.
And there were some beautiful cats on the
Yeah.
Facebook
gorgeous
yesterday
cats.
when I looked at it. But I'm not a cat person. I'm sorry.
There was a cat there. I almost brought a cat instead of a dog this morning, but I thought, no, I really need
No.
to stick with the dogs.
Well,
because
we need to find
he's,
this one a
He's
home.
very urgent. He's
Yeah.
already 23 days past his date. out,
And
so
people,
he
when
needs a
they stay
home.
in
He
the
needs a home.
over there too long, it's not healthy for them. I mean, there's this constant barking. It's not healthy. I mean, he's healthy physically.
Yeah,
but,
and he has
I mean,
pretty teeth. You have pretty
it's
teeth, boy.
emotionally
You
and
have pretty
socially.
teeth.
I mean, it's all the
Yes.
chaos.
It's really amazing that he does not have kennel cough, because
Yeah.
they have had some cases
Yeah.
of kennel cough right now, and it's just an airborne disease too.
Right.
It can spread
So-
just from
They've
eating,
had some
being there.
upper respiratory
And
infections.
some,
too.
and the
He
crowd.
has it,
I mean,
yeah.
they've got a crowd. If you're sharing
Yeah.
a little old
Right.
3x4 kennel with 2 other dogs, you're probably
Yeah.
going to get what they've got. So, all right, we're coming up close to a
Okay.
commercial here. So give us some phone numbers again and some.
More phone numbers.
Okay.
Yep, there went dog hair again.
Go to the Facebook page of Cleveland for a no-kill city and look at the dogs and call that number. They listed on each dog's picture also. They tell you about the dog. They tell you all about the legalities of wanting to adopt, and they also give you all the information there about it. It's 464-6070 is Cleveland for a no-kill city. The shelter number is 479-2122, and they are located at 360 Hill Street. Please go and look at your dogs. Look at those dogs. They are
And if you want
absolutely
to, if you
precious.
can't take a dog, you can sponsor one.
Yeah,
or you
for
can
$50
adopt
you can
Yeah.
you can sponsor it, or you might want to foster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
you
that
can-
would be
you
fine
can-
too.
You can adopt
Yeah.
out a dog to foster to rehome. I have a couple right now at my house.
Y'all remember Mystica that we had a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago?
Mystica.
I have Mystica at my home.
Okay.
She's
She's
absolutely.
safe,
She
but
reminds me a lot of him. He lots of
She
energy,
really does.
beautiful. She's
Really
sweet as
does.
could be.
And she's available.
Yeah, she is
to be
available for
adopted.
adoption.
So,
Readoption.
folks, you just need to remember all of this, and we've said this before. We are a no-kill city almost. We're at
But we're
90%,
not.
but
Yeah.
we're not because of what happened yesterday. So, these are things that we need to get under control. Neuter and spay your dogs. Come out to the shelter, either foster, volunteer, and walk these dogs and help socialize them, or adopt a dog. And this one has already been paid for. You just
Right.
have to say,
I want to
Na-
take
well,
you home.
actually, you need to say, I want dog number
1732.
1732. We
Don't
name
tell
them
them.
when they
Don't
come
tell them
on
you
the
want
show.
Nash. They
They
don't
won't
know
know
who
who
They
they're
were talking
talking
at
about.
1732, and he is a lot lab because he does have the web feet.
He's
And
got to
he's
be at
such
least
a lover.
80%.
I would think.
or better.
And he's precious. He's
He
just
is
precious.
precious.
They give
Mary,
big
thank you
kisses.
so much for
Thank
being
you,
on
Nancy,
with
for
us.
having
And
us.
she always comes on. She goes by and picks up the dog and brings it on. And we really appreciate it because we're trying to save one dog at a time. I've told Renee and Mary, I said, you cannot save 100 dogs at a time. We're going to save one
Exactly.
dog at a time, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you, Mary, for coming on. Nash, it's good to see you. We hope you find a nice forever home. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back with, as I've told you in the past, our two-legged friends. So
Yes.
we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back with two-legged friends, okay?
Does that make a four-legged friend?
I think it probably does. It probably is the equivalent. And we have Lucy Reimer and Sarah Ford with us, and they are with Junior Auxiliary. Now, I know about you girls because you all are tremendous helps for me in Cherries Jubilee.
Yes.
Probably could not do Cherries without the 2 days of service that you all give to Cherries Jubilee prior to the event, before you get there to do your job. Yes, and they're the ones that take in all the items that are donated. And
Oh, wow, that is a big job.
Yes, it is. It's a
'Cause
big
there's
job.
a lot of things
That's
that are
right.
donated, yes.
But that's not all Junior Auxiliary does. So tell me a little bit about Junior Auxiliary.
Well, Junior Auxiliary is an organization that tries to meet the emotional needs and physical needs, educational needs for children in Bradley County specifically, right here locally. And we do that through funding 17 different service projects, and we really rely on the community in order to provide the funds in order to keep our service projects up and running. And we actually have a rummage sale coming up.
That's right. That's what we want to talk
Treasures
about
for
today.
Tots.
So let's just jump right into it. Treasures for Tots.
Yes, we have Treasures for Tots. It's our first rummage sale that we've had, and so we are looking for a lot of donations from folks. The money raised from the rummage sale will go directly to help fund our service projects, and like we said, there are 17 of them. And we are really looking for donations. We need furniture, electronics, collectibles, antiques, art, whatever anybody has that maybe they don't want anymore, but somebody else would love. So we need all we can get.
Okay, huge favor, girls. If somebody donates something that you think that we could use at Cherries,
Yes.
call me and I'll come by it, okay?
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Okay.
That's great.
I mean, you can have me a whole stack over there and I will come by them, and because we're always looking for things for artists to do. But that's something that our artists can do, is go by this rummage sale, yard sale, whatever we want to call it, and you might find something there that you want to decorate
right.
up. Now, when are we going to have this?
This is going to be on Saturday, July 13th, and it's going to be at Q Street Ministries on Q Street, so it's an indoor facility.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, and it's going to be from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m., excuse me.
Okay, tell everybody where Keith Street Ministries is.
Oh, goodness. It's down past Chick-fil-A, between Chick-fil-A and Walmart on Q Street.
Where they have
and it's
that
on
Ashley Lauren's Closet is held every year.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Across
Very
from,
good.
is it Tinsley Park?
Yeah,
It's across from Tinsley.
yeah.
And because we don't want anybody to miss it and not know where you're supposed to be going.
That's right.
Now, let's talk just a minute about some of the projects that you all do.
Yes, we've got, like I said, 17, so we have a whole lot of them. One of, I think, the newer projects that we really liked last year was we held a 5K race called Have a Heart, Give a Soul, and we were able to provide a new pair of tennis shoes to 200 children within the school systems. And
Wow, that's
that may
wonderful.
have been high school or elementary school. It was kind of all throughout. And that was the first year that we've done that. We hope to do it
hugely
again this
successful.
year. Hope to be even more successful this year than we were the last.
I think we met every need requested.
Oh, that's
Really?
fantastic.
Oh, that's
And this
fabulous.
is, of course, it's counselors in our school systems that are contacting us and letting us know what the need is, and we were able to meet every need.
That is super. And I know,
And Target worked with us to give us a great deal.
oh, fantastic. So the shoes, you bought the shoes at Target then?
Yes.
That's great.
Target and Kmart, I think, supplied some as well.
Okay.
Now, you all also do something for the newborns at Bradley, or the babies at Bradley, not Bradley, Sky Ridge. Do y'all do something for the babies there? No, okay, that's not you, okay.
No,
We work with New Hope Pregnancy Center.
That may be what I'm thinking, okay,
Yeah.
you work with New Hope.
We partner with them.
And so that's one of your 17 projects.
Right,
Yes.
and then we've also picked up Foundation House Ministries as one of our new service projects this year, trying to figure out how exactly we can help them out.
Curb teen pregnancy and provide really just shelter, a place for teen mothers to go and have startup care and home for their new babies, and education.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, and so some of the other things that y'all do?
We do jackets for juniors. That's more focused on older children, providing jackets for.
And we provided over 100 coats this winter. We read to students. We read to over 1,000 students working on literacy. We also do pen pals, where it's called INK is the program, and we write with exchange letters with 4th and 5th grade students, getting them writing, and they can expect a letter monthly. I think one of the most beneficial projects we do is Focus Family, where we adopt a family that is going through some sort of financial difficulty, and it's on a temporary basis, and we help them meet every basic need that they have, including providing meals ourselves, making meals and taking the family and getting they're making sure they have electricity, making sure they have there are people without beds, and providing
I think we had somebody that needed a stove last year. We were able to provide them with a stove.
After the tornado, we provided homes full of furniture. So we.
Well, now y'all are pretty unsung heroes here because people don't really know what you all do.
Right.
Are you a private organization? Are you open to the general public, or how does this work?
So, women's service organization, and we hold nominations every year. You're nominated to come in. You have to live within Bradley County for 2 years before you're able, and then it's a nomination process, and we vote people in.
We have a 75 person membership limit.
Okay. So basically the ages of your group are what?
Anywhere. There's not a limitation.
Okay. Well, I know some of my girls that work Cherries Jubilee they call it aged out.
No.
They just don't have to do community service hours.
Well, after you have been in junior auxiliary for 5 years, you can do what's called going life. And that means just that you have fulfilled your requirement, for the 5-year term. And from that point on, you get to come to the fun stuff and the parties and do what you want to do, but you're not required. We ask you for money, and you're not required to log the service hours, but it is very much appreciated for people to continue serving.
Let's be honest, logging service hours is awesome. It gets you into the schools. It gets you. They have a big sister. We have a big sister program where I've got a little sister that I meet with several times monthly, and it is awesome. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. So doing the service hours I think we're required to do 24, but it's more of a blessing to us than it is to the community. That's for sure.
Well, see, I love the service hours because you can get them working Cherries Jubilee, and that's wonderful. I love that. I keep bringing this up, but honestly, these girls really help us out on Cherries Jubilee because they work all day on Wednesday and all day on Thursday, taking in the items and getting their service hours, which works out great. And a lot of you all decorate pieces to donate too.
Yes, that's true.
So that is wonderful. Now let's go back to the Treasures for Tots rummage sale. Do we already have a designation for the money that you raise here? Do we know what this is going to go for?
It is just general funding for our activities, for all of our service projects. Just an overall fundraiser. In the past, we've held Fork It Over.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a fun thing that we do every other year, and we've just wanted to throw this in the mix too to help fund so we can grow and hopefully provide more and fund our partners more. And
what is Fork It Over?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's so much fun.
It's a dinner and auction, silent auction, live auction event that's held at 5 Points Museum. So far, it's every other year. That's what we've been doing, and it'll be coming up this, I think we're talking about doing it again this spring, late winter, early spring.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Now, where do we drop off anything that we'd like to donate to you, or do you pick them up, or how we do this?
We can drop off or pick up. We're asking people to contact Kelly Cord. Her phone number is 423-595-2893. And again, that's Kelly Cord, and she will help coordinate either us coming to pick up your items or you dropping off at our storage facility, whichever is easier, better, more convenient.
Now,
whatever gets the stuff.
Where's your storage facility? Where do you want people to drop off if they're going to drop off?
If they're going to drop off, you would need to contact Kelly so she could get you the code in. I'm not going to put that on.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. But it is behind Old First Baptist on Church Street. There's a 24-hour climate control facility. It's new. It's a beautiful facility, and it's back behind the church on the left. You can't miss it. It's well marked.
Very good. Now, you won't run through again what you'll take.
We will take electronics, furniture, children's toys, bicycles, sports and exercise equipment, antiques, collectibles, whatever, jewelry,
love your jewelry.
anything.
Do you want clothes?
We have got
We've
a
got
ton
clothes.
of clothes,
Okay.
so probably stay away from the clothes.
Okay.
There are lots of places I think that would be happy to take clothes
Right.
if you need to donate.
Yeah, the Caring Place is a good place.
Yes.
Yeah,
to
and
put
probably
clothes.
what you don't sell, you can.
We partner with
Yes.
the Caring
Yes,
Place,
right.
and we
Very
also
good.
have a clothing closet that we provide clothing for children in the school system. But one thing that I want to make sure you guys know is that we are providing tax receipts for any items donated, large or small, so you can be sure to have a tax receipt.
Super. Now, does it make any difference to you how old this exercise equipment is?
Well, we like
Does it work?
to be in working
It works.
condition.
It works.
As long as it works.
It works. It's just a little older because I think it was my father-in-law's, and it's just sitting on my deck, taking up space. So you will take some of that.
Yes.
And I have one of those. What do you call it? Where you swing your legs and your arm. I don't know what it's
The
called.
cross ski or
Yeah, whatever that thing is. I've got one of those.
Elliptical thing, yeah.
We don't use it
You don't
anymore,
know
so it needs to get off my deck too. So, all right, now, and I'm serious. Just make me a stack and somebody call me and I'll come pick it up.
We'll do it.
But because I always love to get this stuff that my artist, because we do an artist giveaway, and give furniture out to the artists. So, all right, this is Junior Auxiliary, and you have about 75 girls.
That's
in.
right. Well, right now we have 40. Our limit is 75.
Okay.
So when we start recruiting again in the fall, we'll hopefully be looking for
A big
about
class of ladies to
35
join us.
more.
Okay. Now, if someone, and this has happened to me before, and I have referred them to you all, but if someone decides they would like to be in Junior Auxiliary, how do we go about doing that? Because you said it's kind of a referral type thing.
Everyone has to have, well, the best way is to know somebody in it, but maybe the best way would be to contact me and express interest. And again, my name is Lucy Reimer. I'm the vice president, which means I'm in charge of all of our incoming members. And so they could contact me. My phone number is 423-619-7461. Or you could email me at lucyreimer@gmail.com.
Okay, and so if any of you young ladies are interested in doing this, and this is a great way to become involved in the community and to know some of the things that are going on in the community,
Yes.
because so often we sit on this side and have no idea what else is going on.
There's a
But
great
you
need.
gals are doing a great job. So tell us again the date and the time and the location so we'll know to get there.
Okay, it's
It-
July. Oh.
Go ahead, Saturday, July 13th at Keith Street Ministries from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m.
And we've decided that Keith Street Ministries was up across from Tinsley Park, in case
That's
on
correct.
Keith Street.
Right
So-
past Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
Yeah.
right
And
past
Logan's.
Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
Logan's, and then it's the next
So,
thing.
because we want you to be there, and it
Yeah.
starts at 8
8 a.m.
8
Yes,
a.m.
ma'am.
So we want you all there because we want you purchasing things, but they need things for you all to purchase too. So give us Kelly's phone number again.
Kelly's phone number is area code 423-595-2893.
Okay, so if you have items, and let's kind of not do clothing, okay? Because they seem to have enough, and usually clothing's hard to get rid of, and by that time, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're usually putting 14 pieces in a bag and saying you can have it for 25 cents. So,
That's right.
So let's try not to do clothing, but if you have any of these other things that Lucy mentioned, give the call. One more time, that phone number.
Okay, 423-595-2893.
Okay, give a call and they will pick it up, or they'll figure out a way for you to drop it off. Great article in the paper, folks. I'm going to give that to you in case you all need another copy.
Thank
I'm
you.
keeping this one so that I have a phone number so I can call Kelly and maybe get rid of that exercise that's on my deck. And good luck. I hope you all just get hundreds and thousands of dollars on this. And
Yes, too.
and I'm serious about making me a stack over there. I really am serious. So, girls, thank you all so much.
Thank you for
Ladies,
having us.
thank you all so much for being with us today. And we learned a little bit about Junior Auxiliary. And we also know where we need to be on Saturday.
July 13th.
That's it. From 8 until
2.
2.
That's exactly right. Okay. Good, girls, good.
Yeah.
And don't go away because we're going to talk about fireworks in just a minute and the 4th of July. So we'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back and busted again. You know, we really try to behave, and we do.
No, we don't, Nancy.
And I've got a minister here, and I'm not telling the truth. But, and we do want y'all to watch our sponsors because those are very important.
Yes.
We couldn't have a show without them. So please watch our commercials. But I'm thrilled to have Reverend James Sears with us today from Mount Olive Ministries.
That's right.
Okay.
Second generation.
Yes, and I've already told him that his dad's one of my favorite people in the whole world.
He's one of my favorite too.
I'm glad. I am glad.
to hear that.
Because he's just a great guy. I got to know him when we served on the board at the Chamber of Commerce, and he's just a super, super guy. But we're not here to talk about how great a guy Gary Sears is. We are here to talk about the 4th of July celebration that y'all been doing for how many years?
Well, you know, we've been talking about that over the past few weeks. The original date of that is a little, it's hard to tell. And here's the reason why, because it actually started out as a picnic for our church. We just decided that the Sunday before the 4th of July, we were going to get together and we were just going to have everybody bring food, you know, like churches do.
Right.
And bring covered dish and homecoming type of thing.
Yeah.
And we were going to meet down in this field, and then we were just going to share in time of fellowship. Well, the music minister at that time decided he was going to sneak away, and he went to the fireworks store that was just down the corner, and he bought a bag of fireworks. And he launched those fireworks. I think it lasts maybe 30 seconds. No, it's probably a little longer than that. But he launched those fireworks, lit them with a match, and every year he spent a little more on fireworks, and a few more people would come. They would just be driving down the road, and they'd see food, and they'd stop, and hey, you know, eat. And it took off from there. I do know that it has been at least 19 years.
Wow.
Because I have been on staff for 17 now, and I took over the year that I came onto staff as coordinator with a couple other members from the church, and it has grown since then to where we're at.
It certainly has.
Yeah.
More than 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a little longer than 30 seconds.
So now we went from being there at the church. Then you went out to Tri-State? Was that?
We did, and here's the interesting thing about that. There was no parking where this field was. So people were parking along the road. So that's a state road. Harrison Pike's a state road.
Yes,
State trooper comes by, he says, hey, you guys can't do this no more, because if you do, we're going to have to fine you because you are shutting down Harrison Pike. So that's when we began to look at other avenues. We took off towards Tri-State Exhibition Center and moved it over there. We had inflatables for kids. We brought in musical artists, well-known musical artists.
Yes, you did.
And launched fireworks with a company in Tennessee, and they took it from there. And it just became this huge, massive event
Yeah.
for the whole family. And it was a lot of fun.
And for the whole community.
And for the whole community. Yeah, the whole community. From there, we started realizing that the traffic was not that great of a location at exit 20.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact,
really?
the year before we stopped, we shut down the exits
Yes, you did.
at 20 because people were pulling over to watch the fireworks. So
And the state troopers
the state troopers came and
you
said,
can't do
"Hey,
this."
you can't shut down my interstate." And I'm like, "I didn't shut your interstate down. You know, I don't have nothing to do with this."
Right. But isn't that wonderful?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And so we decided that we would try to take it back. And at that time, there were 2 firework shows going on in Cleveland. We were doing ours the Sunday before the 4th of July.
Right.
And the city had a fireworks show at the mall on the 4th of July. So when the city did not fund fireworks anymore, we began talking to the mayor and said, "Hey, how would you feel about us moving towards Cleveland with the show again and bringing it back to Bradley Square Mall?" And he said, "I think that'll be a great idea."
I'm sure
So-
he got that.
Hey, we're going to move it back. So we brought it back to Bradley Square Mall, which is where it's going to be a week from today on the 4th of July.
Right.
The fireworks will launch at 9:30. It's the same show that we had previous, except a little more. Larry Hill of Larry Hill Ford and Larry Hill Imports has sponsored this for the last several years. He basically pays for all the fireworks, and I'm not going to tell you the price, but it's very expensive.
It's not-
He's
yeah,
very
yeah.
generous.
He is very generous.
Very
He
generous,
does a lot in
and
the
he does a lot in
community.
our community.
He does.
He does.
and
He's
takes
a great
care of
community
people.
friend.
Yeah.
He really is.
So we're glad to have him as a partner.
Right.
We moved it back up to Bradley Square Mall, and I think people are going to be well pleased.
Now, is there anything else that goes with the fireworks since you're at Bradley Square Mall? Because I know you used to have, it was almost like a carnival.
It was like a carnival. The problem with that is our location, because we need all that parking area for.
Yes,
So
parking,
it's
yeah.
hard to also make a secure place in that parking lot for
Yeah.
kids and things like that. Whereas Tri-State, we had these arenas that we just
Yes.
put them all in this arena. You know, nobody could get to them. But we decided that we were just going to do the fireworks there. I know they're working on exit 20. I don't know what the future holds. I've been asked that. I can't tell you how many times.
Yeah.
Are we coming back to Tri-State? I don't know. That will be up to the team. But
And it'll be several years before.
it will be several years. I don't see that being next year, do you?
No, because TDOT is doing that project, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it won't be this year that it'll be done.
Maybe your grandchildren can make that
Yeah,
decision.
maybe one of my sons will be
Yeah.
taking this leadership
Yeah,
role over
exactly.
eventually.
Now, I'll tell you what's awesome to me. We live, most people know where we live. We live over on Candies Creek, right off the Hiwassee River. It's kind of a holding area for the Hiwassee. We're the TVA reservoir type thing, you know. If it rains, we get water. If it doesn't, they take a little out, whatever. Anyway, we sit on our deck and we watch your fireworks show, Charleston's fireworks show, and B&B Marina's fireworks
Amazing.
show.
Wow.
And have the best time right there on our deck. So
And
I
what's
just-
your address so we can tell everybody the best seat in Cleveland is
It's a wonderful seat. Now, we just don't have the sound effects that you're going to
Yeah.
have. You know, we have the boom, 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 but we have that from B&B. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't realize that we'd be able to see the
Really?
show.
That's amazing.
From, and we can. I mean, it's just popping right up, and there they go, and it's wonderful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This year, we are actually launching them from a different location. In the past couple of years, we've launched them behind Bradley Square Mall.
Oh, where the theater is.
But they built a theater there. Go figure.
Yeah, really.
darn.
But I met with them, and we decided, we began talks with T.L. Lowry Ministries about the opportunity of launching them from his parking lot.
yeah.
How neat.
And they will be launched this year from T.L. Lowry Ministries parking lot. So if you're seated around that area, you're actually going to see them come out of the canisters they're launched out of this year. So it's going to be a treat. And I would encourage people, it's still a great opportunity for a family event.
Yeah,
Right.
really.
Come visit one of the vendors around the restaurants. Get there early. You know, start early.
Have
Get you
supper.
something to eat. Go catch a 7 o'clock movie.
Yeah.
And then come out at 9:30 for the fireworks. I mean,
Yeah.
it can't be a better
No.
better
Well, no,
opportunity.
that's awesome.
And if you do that, you get really good parking.
And you get
'Cause you get
really
there
good
early.
parking.
That
That's
is
right. That's exactly
That
right.
is true. Or you can park across the street there at,
Yeah.
you know, go into Panera and get you something to eat and park over there
Yeah.
and watch the fireworks. or you can come to my house and sit on the deck with me and watch fireworks if you want to.
Are you grilling out? That's what I want to know.
Yes, we probably will, but we'll be through by 9:30 grilling out, okay? So I just think this is absolutely awesome. And the fact that you started out as like a covered dish dinner for the church, and you had no idea where it was going, did you?
Yeah, we didn't. And the beautiful thing about that was it really allowed us to get to know people in our community. Mount Olive is a very community-based church.
Boy, you are.
We do a lot of things in the community because that's what we feel like we're called to do, and we love to do it. We love people. You've talked about my father. He's really a people person. And that's related all through our staff. You would find that. So it started out as an opportunity for us to get to know people in the community. And so we just embraced them and said, hey, come on. And I think over the years they started saying, well, this church will take us on. And so every year they started inviting their friends and family, and it just grew.
Now, how many campuses do you have?
We only have, we actually have started 4 different churches.
Okay.
But once these churches began to ground themselves and take root, we began to set them on their own.
Oh, okay.
And so they have established themselves as individual ministries now.
Cool.
But we still have a connection with them. I mean, we still have a great relationship with them.
Well,
but
I'm
there's
sure
just
they
one now.
need some help sometimes, some guidance, and they
Sure.
have questions that need to be asked. Okay, but you do have the one that's out. Tell everybody where it is.
It's on Harrison Pike. It's 3522 Harrison Pike.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. And the funny thing is, on the front of our children's building, we have this huge Jesus.
You do.
And people call him the Burger King Jesus. So I'm going to go, yes, I said Burger King Jesus. People call him the Burger King Jesus.
He does look like
but
the Burger
you
King
can't miss
one,
it,
yeah.
you know.
Well, now, actually, you got to go around the curve.
Got to go around the
You got to
curve.
go around the curve. If you don't go around the curve,
You're
But
on
there's
the
a
right
sign
road.
directing you
That's
that
right.
way.
That's right. They have great signage, and I know that once a year, Pam Matthews and her crew have the quilt show out there.
That's
which
already
is
scheduled for
awesome.
this year as well.
October, I think.
We talked about that this morning, but I don't remember. I think so.
Generally, it's
Yeah,
in October.
yeah. I don't know. I usually participate, but I don't know. But you all are a wonderful congregation, and I told you before we started this show, I just love your music. I really love your music. To me, your dad's great, and I've never heard you preach, but your dad is great. But I can get more out of the music than I can out of the preaching. And I know preachers don't like to hear that. I'm sorry, but several years ago in the '80s, Bill and Gloria Gaither could touch me before anybody else did. I mean, it's just good music is just hard to beat in a church.
Well, we were created to worship.
Yeah,
our beings were created to worship God, and so we are drawn to that. And I think that's why people get drawn to worship.
And I'll tell you one thing: your father preaches the best funerals. My whole family goes. I don't, but my whole family goes to Mount Olive. Carol and Pam and Gail and all of them and everything. And when Aunt Hazel died, and she was an original, but that's being kind. But I mean, he caught her essence, and it was he just really does that.
Yeah, so he's great. He really is.
And that's a talent. That's a talent because a lot of times you go to funerals and you come out going, "Ooh, that was cold."
Yeah.
But been there lately, as a matter of fact.
But he has that talent.
Okay, let's go. And I've told you before, if I wasn't 10th generation Methodist, I'd be out there with you. But I'm sorry, I'm 10th generation Methodist. Let's get back now to next Thursday evening.
Next Thursday evening.
4th of July.
4th of July.
You're going to be
at Bradley Square Mall. And again, let me encourage you, visit one of the vendors around. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to single them out. But there's many restaurants around there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get there early and then go catch a movie. And come out
that's
at 9:30.
such a neat idea, James.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, come out at 9:30, catch the fireworks, park anywhere around. You're going to be able to see for miles around, just like you said.
Several miles around.
Let me say one more thing. Tune to Mix 104.1.
Yeah.
They will be there doing a live broadcast. They'll kind of keep you in the knowledge of when we're going to start. But you'll also be able to listen to the music that's synchronized to the fireworks.
Oh,
so you'll be able to do that on your radio. So you'll be able to see
you'll have the sound effects.
I can do that. I will
Yes.
have the sound effects. How wonderful.
Yeah.
Should anybody have a question, they can call Mount Olive Ministries at
479-3381. 479-3381.
And they're wonderful out there. When I called out there, I didn't know who I was going to talk to see who needed to come on today. And just wonderful lady answered the phone, very sweet, very helpful. And so y'all just a great bunch of folks out there.
Well, I love being there. It's a privilege to serve with my father and
I can
and
imagine.
the great people that God has sent to Mount Olive. We are really blessed.
James, thank you so much for being on with us today. We really appreciate it. And I hope you have the multitude. You need the multitude out there at the mall.
Yes.
That's a week from today, folks,
Yes.
9:30. And go out there, like James says, patronize everybody that's around there, and then park your car and put your kids on the
enjoy
hood
the
of
show.
it. Enjoy the show.
Exactly. If you got a convertible, put the top down.
That's right.
Yeah.
James, thank you so much. Great article in the paper. I don't know whether
Yeah.
y'all keep those or not.
Thank
but there's
you.
an extra.
Thank you.
Folks,
There you
don't
go.
go away. We'll be right back with a few other community activities and a little bit of news about what's going to happen next week for us. So, James, again, thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
James
Thank you for
Sears
being
from
here.
Mount Olive Ministries, and you are the
Senior Associate Pastor.
senior associate pastor. Not just the associate, he's a senior associate, okay?
That's not an age thing, by the way.
I started to say.
So don't go away. We're coming up on a commercial right now, and we'll be right back. Be sure you watch our commercials.
Please do, yes.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back. And we are back. And today is the 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out
Checking my
what,
dates.
what today is. We know what time it is, and we got it.
Well, we cut this out of the Sunday papers, and sometimes they'll say like
This afternoon, or
or
tomorrow
something.
afternoon, and so you
And
kind
so I
of
was
need to know.
checking so I wouldn't get your hopes up,
Right.
and then you'd go somewhere and it wasn't there.
Absolutely. Now, while it was great to have James on here
Yes.
telling us about the fireworks display, and let me tell you while we're talking about the 4th of July, Bernay and I will not be with you next week. We're going to take the week off, and I know, it's so exciting because
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday, and why get up at 6:30 in the morning for a holiday? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
So Joe and Kim have said that they're going to try to put some patriotic things on for you all,
Oh, that
which
sounds
is what
like
they
fun.
should do
Yes.
because it's the 4th of July, and we
It's
all need
our
to get out and
country's
celebrate.
birthday.
That's exactly right.
And my son.
Is he a firecracker?
He is.
Is he ever?
God love him. Yeah. God love him. For years I told him all the fireworks were for his birthday.
Oh, good. Okay. Good for him.
I know.
Well, that's all right.
I know.
And
Well, they were sort of.
Well, they were sort of.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Now, also next week, next Thursday, 4th of July, His Hands Extended will do their patriotic, which has become an annual event, and I don't know how many years. Max Morris is just overwhelmed with some things, and so because I thought I might get him on today to talk to us. It starts at 10 o'clock. It says promptly, and Max probably means promptly, and it's at First Baptist, the new First Baptist out on Stewart Road, and there will be church choirs accompanied by church orchestra, a cappella renderings of the voice of Lee. Danny Murray and the Voices of Lee will be there. Last year they had about 1,100 people pack the facility out there.
So you better get there before 10 o'clock sharp.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you want to see it, get there
Yes.
before 10 o'clock. And so there's going to be a real nice patriotic program, and then I think the very end will be a sing-along.
Oh, cool.
So you can sing along on patriotic music. So that's next Thursday, July the 4th, starting at 10 o'clock, but get there early.
To get a seat.
That's
yes.
right. So what do you got for me, Gail?
Okie dokie. The Kids Zone, Creative Arts for Kids ages 5 through 12, meets every Thursday at the Salvation Army, and that's on Inman Street. A meal is provided at 6 p.m. and the activities begin at 6:45 p.m. and it's a Bible-based, hands-on, character-building interactive program. For more information, call Gina Ballinger at 308-3467.
Wonderful,
Sounds
wonderful.
like
And if
a
some of
good-
y'all are looking for things for your kids to do
Yeah.
this summer, you know, we had Andy Hunt on with us last week, and
Yeah,
he told
oh.
us everything that's going on at the library. So just call the library, and I don't have that number. Do you? Well, no, probably not. Oh, probably not.
Yeah,
Oh.
472-2163, and you just stole some of my
Well, that's all
thunder.
right. You can
Yeah.
you can do it here, in a
Yeah.
minute. But you know, call the library and find out what it is that they have going
Yeah.
on. And I want to tell you, yesterday, Flavis and I went to a new place to eat lunch.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's so good. It's called Stadium Barbecue.
Where is
and
it?
it's where Smokehouse Barbecue used to be. It's across Keith Street from Stewart School. The address is 1705 Stewart Avenue.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not across from Stewart School. It's across from, it's where the Salvation Army used to be. It's down there. It's right close to, I could walk down
Yes,
there.
you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. But it's under new management. It used to be Smokehouse. Melton had it. And Flavis and I went there yesterday, and I don't even like barbecue, and it was good. I had a pork barbecue sandwich, but I only ate the bottom part of the bun. I didn't eat. But
Yeah, I
what
do
they've
that a
got
lot,
happening
too.
is on the 4th of July, they're going to be open from 11 until 2. Any of you that don't want to get the grill out, for $17.99, they will do a 4th of July pork family feast, $17.99. And it will feed 4, and it's a pound of pulled pork with buns, 2 large sides, sauce, and 1 gallon of tea. And you can call them 790-0002. And I know I'm doing a commercial, but you know, anytime we have a new business in town.
Yes, we want them to survive and thrive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And this one is a wonderful, and the food is really, really good. Last Saturday, Flavis stopped and got ribs. Again, I don't like barbecue ribs, but I ate 3. I don't like them, and I don't like really barbecue sandwiches, but I had one yesterday and only ate half the bun, and they put slaw on it. It was really, really good. So Stadium Barbecue, and got the cutest decor in there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they've got all kinds of sports things.
I'll have to go down there.
Yes, you will.
I can walk, and then I can eat the top bun because I'll have exercise.
And then you can walk back. Okay, there you go. Make me feel bad. All right.
Well, it'd be a hike for you.
It would be.
To walk.
You know, they say the Greenway is going to go all the way to the Hiwassee River.
Someday.
It
will eventually. And you can walk into town.
I think I have to get to Charleston, though. I think it's coming in over there.
Oh, really?
So I don't think it's really going to come in close enough. But I might be able to boat to it.
I just started
and
to say
walk.
you could boat and then walk. How long would that be?
I don't know. I'm dreaming here, okay?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. There was June 26th, Journey to the Center of the Earth
Yeah,
will
that
be
was
shown.
yesterday.
Oh, is today the 27th?
Yes, today's 27th.
Oh, God.
Yesterday they did
Okay,
Journey to
well,
the Center. That's a good movie.
Yes, that is a good movie. Too bad you missed it.
We're so sorry you missed it. It was at the library.
I know. Okay, let's see. They've got Chinese classes and Japanese classes and AARP. Okay, the second half is today. Wow, this is just almost totally out of.
Well, there you
Okay,
go.
we'll just move
But,
right on.
You know,
then.
this Chinese that they're teaching.
Yes.
I went to a chamber-sponsored event a couple of weeks ago, and the gentleman that spoke said, if you're going to take a foreign language, you need to take Mandarin Chinese. Don't worry about French, Spanish, or anything else unless you're going to do those for touring, you know.
Yeah.
But you
Because
need
they're
to
going to take over the world
Mandarin and Chinese so that you will be able in the next.
in business,
Yes,
probably.
probably. Well, it was a business situation.
yeah.
And it was an Industrial Appreciation Day. And so he was talking to people in industry, but
Yeah.
you do need to take, learn to
Mandarin
speak
Chinese.
Mandarin Chinese.
Wow.
I have a friend whose son took either 2 or 3 years of Chinese in college and a couple of years, high school and then a couple of years in college, so he's pretty fluent in it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. And the Chinese class, I just saw this. I thought it was June 23rd, but it's changed and it will be on July 23rd.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can still sign up for it. It'll be offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. and continues through October the 10th. There is a fee for the class, but you can call the library and find out. And most of those classes, you pay the fee, and then when you show up, I don't know if it doesn't say that about this one, but most of them, then you get a refund.
Right.
It's just if you put some money out, then you'll show up.
yeah, they may they may be paying the instructor on that one.
Yeah, that's possible too. And then there's probably a book or something too.
Oh, there might be.
Yeah, some sort of workbook. So anyway, it just says a fee. It doesn't say the $5.
And I put up another 14 quarts of green beans this weekend.
I am so, you were Flavis.
Well, I snapped them and strung them, okay? And Flavis put them up. So see, Mary Lou, you need to get open out there.
Yeah, well, it's not Mary Lou, it's Kim Frady.
Kim Frady, get that
Get your act
cannery open.
together.
That's
Yes,
right. Get that
I got to
cannery
make
open.
soup. I have used up all my soup.
Well, the thing about it is, the green beans are going to be gone.
Everything's gonna
and
be gone
people
or
aren't
coming
gonna-
in or something.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's just a little way that I'm going to segue into telling you, don't forget about our farmers markets.
Yes.
The one on Peerless Road is open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And the one on Urbane Road is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then you have the one down at First Street Square that's going to be open this afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock, and they're open every Thursday. And the thing about it is, I don't know what anybody's doing the 4th of July.
Well, the library's closed.
Okay,
So go get your books before then.
yes, and I'm going to assume that the farmers markets will not be open, but don't trust us on that, because if you got tomatoes, then somebody needs to eat 'em.
Somebody's, yeah, and you
So-
got to get rid of them.
That's right. So don't forget about our farmers markets, folks, and because they are, it helps our farmers,
Yeah.
and
As a
it
matter of
helps
fact,
you too.
I'm not even planting a garden anymore with all these dogs. I just don't have time or energy, and I'm just going to support the farmers market and buy my produce from them.
Well, that's where we got our green beans.
Yeah.
That I snapped and strung, okay, and Flavis did can them. Folks, we hope y'all have a wonderful 4th of July. We're going to take that day off, and hopefully in our slot will be some good patriotic music or some patriotic things going on. And so be safe. You know, if you're going to shoot fireworks, be sure you know what you're doing.
And be sure and take your animals inside.
Right.
More dogs are lost on the 4th of July than any other time of the year, and Lord knows we've got way too many over at the shelter.
Absolutely,
And if you do
absolutely.
lose your dog, check with all the vets. Call the shelter, go over there and check it and everything, and it might be there. And it's going to be hot, so make sure your pets have water and shade, and if you can, take them inside. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for them.
Absolutely. Folks, have a great 4th of July, and we will see you
In
in 2 weeks.
Yes. Happy holidays. Happy birthday, Kevin.